Now, just for full disclosure, I know that the family is really sensitive right now, and I definitely understand that. But I want them to know that before I give commentary, I reached out to you specifically, ma'am, who left a comment about the news station that reported this story. And all they did was just report the facts. But you seem really, really upset about this story. And I understand. It's about a child and it's about a family member that you know that you're close to. I get that. But at the same time, it is their job to report the news and charges with the police and court proceedings that's going on. But to attack them like that, I thought that that's just not the right thing to do. And you said that they didn't reach out. Now, I know I reached out and I thought I gave plenty enough time for you to be able to see my message. I didn't get a response. So I am definitely going to give my opinions about this story. And before I do, I'm going to give a disclaimer to my audience first. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. Now, I'm using a source I don't always use, but I'm going to trust them in this situation. And thank you to cafemom.com. So thank you for this article. But a Texas mother, oh, let me take that off the screen so y'all can see the mother. That's the little child. Beautiful little boy. Beautiful little baby. That's the mother on the right-hand side. And a Texas mother, Texas takes another L, and her toddler are dead in what police believe to be a murder-suicide. The mother's name was Brianna Monroe, and I don't know why that name sounds familiar. Like, I know somebody by that name in Texas, but nonetheless. And her 1-year-old son by the name of, it looks like Gavin August, Giavon, either Giovanni or Gavin. I'm assuming that's Gavin just spelled in a unique way. Gavin August were found dead in a vehicle in Beaumont on February the 10th from an apparent gunshot wound. Police began their search for the mother and son after loved ones contacted them concerned about the mother's mental state, which we're going to talk about those screenshots here in just a moment. Actually, let me get those pulled up here because we are going to need to take a look at that. According to a statement from the Beaumont Police Department, the baby's father contacted police Saturday afternoon after he received a text message from Monroe stating that she planned to kill herself and their son. I know that this is not going to come across correctly, but I'm going to say this because I mean it from the heart, and it's the right thing. She should have given up custody, period. Give up custody of that child to the father. Because at the end of the day, this baby can't speak for himself nor defend himself against the tyranny of his caretakers, in this case, including his mom, who was dealing with whatever she was going through. I don't want to hear any excuses about mental illness or postpartum. There is no excuse to hurt, murder, or abuse children. And I'm sure a lot of people can agree to that, right? No excuse. Give up custody, then what do you have? She, in this situation, was being selfish. I don't care what she was going through. This is selfish and it's wrong, and it's not going to face any punishment. Now, according to the Beaumont Police Department, the father contacted him after he received that text. Tragically, she was found dead alongside the toddler a short time later. The Beaumont police noted in a statement after the baby's father received the concerning text from Monroe, he contacted her family, who tried to reach out but could not do so. The family believed that Monroe might have been reaching out for help but hit a breaking point and didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Again, I'm just not the person. I just don't care about that type of stuff. I don't. Sadly, I just care about children, and I want y'all to understand I'm not a newscaster, right? People email me crazy stuff all the time. You're reporting on the news wrong. I'm just a concerned father. I'm a concerned black man. I'm concerned about black lives being lost at the hands of people who are supposed to care about them. Should I not be a black man concerned about why black people are killing other black people and killing black babies and abusing them? I think I should, and I think everybody should. A short time after their initial call, family members called police a second time to report that they had found the mother's car in Pearlstein Park, according to a press release. Frightened loved ones reportedly tracked her location. Jefferson County Precinct 1 Justice of the Peace Ben Collins said that the family tracked her phone to an area near Beaumont Municipal Airport. They found her car in the park less than a mile from the airport. But Monroe and her son were dead. The mother was in the car's front seat and her son was in the back seat. She posted a seemingly threatening message on January 26th talking about one of her son's family members. Here's what she wrote. This is why y'all got to be careful about what people post on social media, because people like this are this level of crazy. Don't let it be one of your family members or somebody you know or some little kid that you know. Please pay attention. She said, and I quote, "Y'all got one time to act funny towards my son, and I promise you don't have to ever worry about seeing him again until I feel like you deserve to see him again, and that goes for anybody. Grandma, cousins, uncles, aunties, papas, and etc." And made the list go on, she wrote on Facebook. That is a red flag. Prior to that post, things seemed happy for the young mother. She celebrated her youngest son's first birthday on January the 8th and wrote, "On this day, I was blessed with my last born, my miracle baby, because I remember I stopped having contractions. You wasn't moving anymore in my belly, and the doctors had to do an immediate C-section. You had mommy scared, and then you finally came out, but you was not breathing, no crying, etc. Happy first birthday, baby boy. Mommy love you so much. Baby August, it's your day." But then she does something like this. Let me show you the screenshot that I took off of Facebook, just so y'all can see. This was the post that was posted on January 26th. If you need to, pause the video right there so you could take a look at that. If you could see, even down there in the comments section, you just have people that just don't take this serious at all. Nonetheless, beautiful child didn't deserve this. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And y'all know what to do. Thank you for everybody who's already hit that thumbs up. If you haven't, please do that and support this channel. Super easy thing to do. Here we go.
Let's begin with the tragic murder-suicide in Beaumont over the weekend. 26-year-old Brianna Monroe and her 1-year-old son, Javian August, were found dead inside of a car at Pearlstein Park in the Amelia neighborhood on the West End Saturday. Both had been shot, and police determined that they died in a murder-suicide. Beaumont police also confirmed that Monroe sent a cryptic text to the child's father in Houston before the shooting. 12 News reporter Ebony Coleman is here tonight. Ebony, I know you spoke with some of Monroe's family members about the loss that they're experiencing now.
That's right, Jordan. Monroe's family says they are still trying to process what happened at Pearlstein Park Saturday. They believe she may have been reaching out for help, but sadly got to a breaking point.
Rolling us to Pearlstein Park. The family just called us and says they've located them out there and says they're deceased.
No one wants to make the gruesome discovery of a loved one, but that's exactly what happened when a family member of 26-year-old Brianna Monroe and her 1-year-old son, Javian August, found their bodies Saturday at Pearlstein Park.
While investigators were gathering information and searching the area, a family member contacted officers and the officer that was taking the report and told them that they had located her.
Beaumont officer Carol Riley says the search originally started after the child's father received a text from Monroe.
He was worried that the mother of his child may possibly harm herself or the child. Investigators they spoke with him, they spoke with the family, they were investigating, felt like it needed to be investigated as a critical missing.
Riley says the deaths have been ruled a murder-suicide.
It's a sad situation.
Family members tell 12 News Monroe suffered from sickle cell anemia, and while it did cause her pain, they don't understand how something like this could happen. They say she leaves behind 2 young boys and enjoyed trail riding, and most importantly, she always made them laugh.
Now, if you or someone you know may need help, contact the Crisis Center of Southeast Texas. You can call them at 1-800-793-2273. Now, autopsies are pending on the mother and her baby. We'll keep you updated on air and online as we learn more about this story. In studio, Ebony Coleman, 12 News.
Okay, now, I don't know if I should show this on the screen or not, but I will just read you what one of the family members said. So I'll just tell you what she wrote here on February 13th. So depending on when you're watching this was 2 days prior. And she said, "This is the only thing I'm addressing. KFDM News 12 News Now. You all are the most inconsiderate, disgusting, disrespectful news reporters just trying to make a check. This is why I said that this was a distasteful post." So I was actually right. She also wrote, "If you all wanted to speak to my family, we should have been the first ones. Before you aired your information. Reaching out to close friends is not okay, but the funeral home is by far the most distasteful thing ever to do." Why? They do that to everybody. White, black, Mexican, Chinese, they don't care to do it to everybody. That's just reporting information. That's it. It's not even like they're giving an opinion. They're just literally reporting facts. That's all they're doing. She also goes on to say that everyone is hurt. We are all grieving and trying to pull it together. Everyone has their own opinion about my sister, and that's fine. Keep it. We are not clearing the air about nothing, which means I know that's a double negative, but I hate to be one of those grammar people. But she means to say that we are not clearing the air about anything. We know exactly who my sister was, and that's all that matters to us. This is no longer news. You all aired it each day since it happened. Please allow us to move forward. Did y'all hear them say anything about the baby? No, you didn't. And I think, in my humble opinion, it sounds like from what she wrote, because when you write, you tend to be more thought into what you're actually speaking. And what she said, based on my understanding, is that she's saying she's concerned more about the mother because that's who she's known for longer. And apparently she doesn't have any connection with these children. And I guess the children just don't matter. And guess that this woman had multiple children. Where was the father? God who knows. Nobody knows. But I'm just saying, when you read the message, I didn't see anything about the kids. I saw something about the mother, and I'm talking about the mentality, and that's why we have the AFC, which that stands for Advocates for Children. We're not here to advocate for a mother. We're here to advocate for children. We're here to advocate for families. We're here to advocate for children being able to grow up and become something great, and that's what we want. If you don't understand that, then that's why I believe that our voices need to grow and be heard. And we're going to continue to keep making videos until people get that level of understanding. To little baby boy, young Prince, we wish you an RIP. To the mother, I honestly don't care. Straight like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't write me no big old long email. I already read your message. You ignored mine. You don't want to talk. That's your prerogative. That's what it is. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't email me. Don't send me no death threats. Don't send your goons out there. We gonna pull up on you and put you in the dirt, Just Jay. I want to hear none of that because I stays ready, all right? Don't do it to yourself.